While public gardens provide inspiration on a grand scale, private gardens open the door for individual creativity. When Chris Ganji moved from New York City to the suburbs, he had a dream to find a house with an uncultivated yard and to set his roots literally into this new land. After 5 years of planting, nurturing, and pounding his way through pavement, this small suburban lot became a lush retreat.
I wanted it to be very cottagey, very old-fashioned, sort of like a secret garden type feel, where you walk through things. You know, you have hidden surprises, little mystery corners, places where you could go for rest, you know, and relaxation. The design sort of evolved from what I loved most about what I'd like to grow. So I had to scope out where I could put all the roses I wanted. It wasn't a very pat plan. It was something that evolved as I went along. But I did have ideas in my head of what I wanted out of it.
Chris's ideas flowed into garden journals. These jam-packed scrapbooks trace the life of his creation as it grows from year to year.
I think that's the artist and the designer side of me coming out. I've always been a collector all my life. I would save plant labels and I would take pictures constantly of the progress of what I was doing. And you know, it evolved that I needed a place to keep all these things. So that's where the journals came. I mean, I would buy a solid blank book at the beginning of the season, and eventually it just filled up to the point where they're all bulging by the end of the season.
A green thumb and an artist's eye landed Chris the title of art director for Garden Design magazine.
It melded my two lifestyles together just beautifully, my gardening and my design. So it's pretty much the most ideal situation I've had so far in a working environment.
The harvest from Chris's garden is also used by his partner, Alan Schonbacher, a professional chef.
It's nice to have the flexibility of bringing in stuff that, you know, all of a sudden I have a lot of tomatoes or I have a lot of blueberries or herbs of some kind that I can bring in and use at the restaurant. I come from a farm family in the Midwest, and it's kind of going back to the roots of dealing with the land and having things to use in the kitchen and just having stuff around that you don't see in the city. By crafting still life vignettes with his favorite things to grow, Chris has taken the backyard garden to new heights of personal expression.
A garden is a way of life. A lot of people approach it thinking it's a hobby or thinking it's a nice pastime, but if you're serious about it and you take it seriously like I do, it's more than that. It's a way of life. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of gearing your future. It's all-encompassing.